friends. Everybody is raving about peptides these days. And I got to learn a little bit more about them and have been doing some study. One thing that I will say is you want something that is third-party clinically tested, stringently evaluated, and plant-based, verified plant-based. Because there's a lot of stuff that I won't put in or on my body. So there's that. And there's a lot of peptide stuff floating out there. But you really get what you pay for, and quality matters, and how your body is using it, and what's actually in the peptides that you're injecting into yourself. Now there's some oral, some injectable, etc. And this is kind of a hot topic, but one of the biggest peptides that people are obsessed with right now is GLP-1. So this is something that affects the levels of sugar and insulin in your blood. It typically has to do with your response to eating food and a lot of other things. But something that I have learned and I've studied is there are ways to help boost and manage that production naturally. And then I'm going to give you a supplement that I really love as well. And so how you eat your meals is kind of a big deal. You want to eat your protein and your fiber first, so your veggies or fruits or whatnot, then eat your carbohydrates in your meal. Also, try to make sure that you are eating your last meal a couple to a few hours before your bedtime, so that your body has time to digest and things level out. And I always suggest for people to have a minimum of about 12 hours between their last and their first meal. Give your GI tract some time to rest. But intermittent fasting is a whole nother conversation, and there's lots of benefits to that as well in different ways for different people. Now remember, this is not one size fits all, because everybody's body is different. And so the way that you eat your meals, eating higher protein in your diet, and quality protein, so lean meats, healthy fats like your avocado or coconut or olive oils, not your seed oils, not like go get a Big Mac kind of a thing fats, but so healthy fats and good lean protein from reliable sources. Sourcing is so huge, guys, because everybody lies about everything these days. Not everybody's as clean as they say. And I honestly wouldn't touch meat from the store with a 10-foot pole, a 20-foot pole, a 30-foot pole these days. We buy locally and have it butchered ourselves. But if you don't have access to that or can't, do the best that you can. Buy organic, buy grass-fed, do as much as you can, buy the antibiotic-free, etc. So good quality sourced lean meats and healthy fats. Those are two things that should be incorporated into your diet, and eat your protein and fiber first before your carbohydrates. And then the carbohydrates that you do consume, we want those to be minimally processed whole grains, things like quinoa, brown rice, jasmine rice, sweet potatoes, yellow potatoes, things like that, rather than a lot of your white breads and pastas and pizza, different things like that. There's a place for those in that 20% of I'm having a little cheat today, but don't make it your daily staple. And so when you eat, how you eat, what you eat, all affects your GLP-1 production. Who knew? Food has a lot to do with it. Managing our stress, that's something that is a big factor as well with our GLP-1 production. And so if we can have a really good wind down routine in the evenings, I personally use Arbonne because they've been around 46 years. They're the #1 non-GMO B Corp that's out there, gluten, soy, dairy free, vegan, cruelty free. They ban over 2,000 harmful chemicals when our FDA bans like 11 currently, I think, but they clean y'all, and they've been around 46 years. So their detox tea, especially because I have MTHFR gene mutations that causes me to not get rid of the yucky stuff as efficiently, I use that herbal blend nightly. And I also use a constituent, a supplement called Intercom that has some adaptogens like ashwagandha and saffron that really help lower that cortisol, and all of those are working together, right? Because peptides are big as far as our hormones being leveled out and so many other body functions. The But back to the GLP-1, managing stress, having that nighttime routine, being able to totally wind down, put your phone down at least 30 minutes before you go to bed, read a book instead, say a prayer, count your blessings, practice gratitude, all of those things, right? And so, I also use the tea with the intercom, which are both Arbonne products, because they help with lowering cortisol, with helping your body be less stressed before sleep. So I love those. So stress management is also huge. The other supplement that I use that is third-party tested, clinically proven to help boost our own natural ability of GLP-1 making is the Green Synergy Elixir by Arbonne. And this is a 5-in-1 product, which has saved me money and is more convenient than so many other things that I was using, because in one packet, it has 12 fruits and veggies. So you're getting those phytonutrients, those plant-based nutrients, which are so good for cellular health. You're getting pre and probiotics, which are, the good bacteria to feed your gut, and also the things that feed the good bacteria. That's the prebiotics, and the probiotics are the good bacteria. And these are designed to time release in your intestinal tract, not to hit your stomach acid and die off right away. That is very, very key, because you're wasting your money if your probiotics are not quality. And then there's a full spectrum of digestive enzymes. So your protease, your amylase, all the ACEs, things are going to help you break down and absorb your food a lot better, especially if you are sans gallbladder. I highly recommend. And then collagen building constituents. So things like a quality vitamin C, because not all vitamin C is created equal. Hyaluronic acid, go-to cola, things like that. Biotin, because we lose about 1% efficacy of collagen production per year after about the age of 21. And so helping our bodies have the tools to make collagen and doing the things to help our bodies produce collagen is a really big deal. And women out there, especially us, y'all, like resistance training, supporting our natural collagen production, supporting our hormones with the herbal plant-based blends. Like, there's so many things, right? But this is why I'm having this chat, because my goal in this is to make you aware and to get you thinking about it, because a lot of people don't. And then we can have an individual chat to talk about your needs from here if you so choose. But those are the 5 things: the greens, the collagen builder, the prebiotics, probiotics, and the digestive enzymes. That's in the Green Synergy Elixir. And it is third-party, clinically tested and proven to show that it helps boost our body's ability naturally to produce GLP-1. And so that is something that if you're struggling with a lot of inflammation, if you're struggling to move the needle on weight loss, to balance hormones, that can be super helpful for so many things, and also like not becoming insulin resistant. So if you want more information on the couple of supplements that I mentioned, as far as managing stress with the detox tea and the inner calm, looking at the Green Synergy Elixir, because of how amazing it is and such an easy thing to like mix in water and take in the morning, or with any meal that you want. I will have a link in the description to this video for you. And if you comment code, I've got 10 of those to give out to give people my personal discount on those products. So you'll get 35% off those 3 products if you choose to give them a try. And the other thing that I mentioned, exercise and resistance training for women, that's something that as well is going to affect that GLP-1. It's going to affect our hormones. It's going to affect our metabolism. It's going to affect the possibility of osteoporosis or not in the future, because our frame needs support. Our bones need support, and those muscles are what's giving it support. So when we lose lean muscle mass year after year, we are going to have the bigger propensity for osteopenia, osteoporosis, a slouching posture, fractures down the road. And that's the biggest contention I have with these GLP-1 drugs, is they are finding that people that are on them for extended periods of time, among other side effects, which I won't even go into here, their bodies are cannibalizing lean muscle mass. So you might be losing weight, but how much of that is functional lean muscle that your body actually needs to age with vitality? And in my opinion, and in many other, natural and functional medicine folks in the health and wellness space, and I'm CNHP, but muscle mass is the currency of longevity, folks. And so, I just wanted to kind of touch on this peptide thing because it's a hot topic. It's something I am still continuing to learn about. It is something that I will keep you posted on the things that I find. But there's a couple of natural ways that you can do to adjust your diet and your lifestyle to promote peptides in your body being more efficient, especially GLP-1. And there's a few supplements that I recommend that can really help with that as well. So check the link for those. Thanks for listening, and I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed night.